What's up, Shadow Nerds? Haven't seen y'all in a while. It's great to be back. Let's talk about Kevin Durant. KD. What do they call him? Kevin Durantula. A lot of big news this week in the NBA. By the way, yes, your boy's only good at two things. Being bald and playing basketball. Been playing for a long time. Okay? It's like really the only other thing I'm good at, besides the fact that I'm 5'6", and, you know, that was my downfall. But yeah, so even though I'm short, I'm Muggsy Bogues on the court, baby. Now I'm old, so I don't play as much as I used to, but I can still get on the court and mess around every once in a while. So anyways, with that being said, Kevin Durant gets traded to the Rockets, and I see a whole bunch of headlines, so let's talk about it. Is this a big deal? Is this not a big deal? What do you think? Here's my thoughts. Here is a precursor. I am not by any means shitting on Kevin Durant. I think he's probably going to go down as top 20, top 25 greatest NBA players of all time. We'll see. I'm just not on the Kevin Durant hype train. Never have been, never will be. And does he care? Nope. So will he create a burner account to come and yell at me for my take? Probably not, because I'm a nobody. But is he sensitive enough to? Yeah. With that being said, he's a great player. Like, would I want him on my team? Of course. The guy averages like 27 right now, or whatever it is. You know, he's like 7 feet tall. He can handle, he can shoot, he can go in the paint, he can do all kinds of shit, right? He's a great player. I'm not dissing that ability at all. But is he a great leader? Is he a little bit too much of a lone wolf? Is he the sniper that comes in the neighborhood, takes care of business, and leaves everybody? Is he the guy that shows up to the work event, doesn't know a single person or care about a single person, brings the greatest present out of everybody, and then dips? I don't know. With that being said, does that make him a great leader? I don't think so. The problem with being a lone wolf is that you don't really make a whole lot of friends. You mostly make enemies. Has Kevin Durant made a lot of enemies? No, not really, other than like Michael Rappaport or maybe Stephen A. Smith, you know, but that's it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go look. So, Kevin Durant to the Houston Rockets, and what headlines do we see? My God, you would have thought KD, LeBron, and Steph all got traded to like the Kings or something, and we're just about to fucking blow up the NBA. Or Shea and Luka and Wembayama, Victor was about to all go to the same team together because it's championship or bust now for the Rockets. They're about to go on a championship run. They're automatic and title tenders. If you don't believe me, go look at the headlines. Go look at the First Take headlines 3 days ago. Fox, I think Nick Wright literally put up a video that says Houston Rockets to the Western Conference Finals or to win the championship or at least win the West. Why? Why? Kevin Durant's 36, 37, whatever, one of them. It's not that he's old. He's not out of shape. The guy plays great. I mean, the guy would have to gain an ounce of body fat just to be considered anorexic. Again, he's a great player, but he hasn't meshed well anywhere he's went. So why all of a sudden do we think that because we added him to a second-round conference team that they're all going to all of a sudden be, or the second place in the West team, that they're all of a sudden going to be title contenders? Oh, because he went and did it on the 73-9 Warriors and then won. Big difference. The Warriors had Steph Curry, God's greatest shooter, as Stephen A. would tell you, Klay Thompson, Draymond, and KD. Great team. Do we have that on the Rockets? No, we don't. Are the Rockets, were they a legitimate second place in the West team? Well, let's see. How far did they make it this year? They lost in the first round to the Warriors, a 7th place team. Yeah. How did KD do? We'll get to that in a second. So when I see these headlines, it's kind of annoying because are they being realistic? Are they being objective? The fact is, since 2019 or whatever it was, when he left the Warriors, since then, what has he done? He has been bounced out of the second round twice, maybe. Been knocked out of the first round 3 times. This year, did he make it to the playoffs? No. Now let's see, this Houston team, man, they got a big 3. They got him, they got Thompson, they got Fred VanVleet. Ooh, big names. Now, don't get me wrong, the Thompson boys balling. And Fred VanVleet, he's a good player too. But let's see, are they better than Harden and Kyrie when they were on the Nets together, the three of them? No. What about when he went to Houston? That was a big three, right? Is Fred VanVleet and Amen Thompson better than Devin Booker and Bradley Beal? No. But we lowered the greatness of the players, but somehow we're going to go even farther. Why? They're all predicating this on the fact that they were the second best team in the West, according to the win-loss record. But were they? Really? Were they really? No. Why do you think they're going to be automatic contenders? Why do you think because they were second place, now that they've added Kevin Durant, they're automatically going to be first in the West, and then they're automatically going to win the titles? Why? What historically, in the past, let's see, he left them in 2019, 6 seasons would make you think that Kevin Durant going to that team is going to make them automatic title contenders? Why? I don't understand it. So they're not as good as Harden or Kyrie. And don't tell me Kyrie's not still balling. Devin Booker, let's not forget, this is a guy that put up 70 a few years ago. He's a great player. Don't tell me he's too old. Oh, no, he's not. Devin Booker's only 28. Oh, but Bradley Beal's old. He's washed up, blah, 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 blah. Oh, wait, he's not. He's only 31. Now, has Bradley Beal's, whatever, gone down the past couple years? Yeah. He's not the player he was. He's not the player that used to average like 32 one year or 27 or whatever it was. He's averaged about half that lately. And he's fallen off. Is that his fault? No, mostly because of injuries. Okay? Devin Booker, still been balling. Kyrie, still balling. Harden, still balling, depending on where you go. Just don't expect him to get very far. So with that being said, the caliber of players have lessened. The legitimacy of being a second-place team in the West got immediately demolished when you lost in the first round to the Golden State Warriors. You're automatically going to be title contenders? Why? Because of Kevin Durant, who didn't even make the playoffs this year, with better players on his team? I'm so confused. Please explain to me how this has happened. At least LeBron, again, doesn't even need to be said, but at least LeBron is falling on his sword with another great player on the team. Yeah, they didn't go very far, but at least he has Luka as a backup. Who does Kevin Durant have? Now, could they make a mid-season trade? Yeah, of course. But this roster, Houston Rockets roster, as currently presented, is supposed to be automatic title contenders? Really? Ain't nobody going to be balling in Houston. They're all going to be balling when they're out in the first, maybe second round, booking their flights to Cancun. And what is Kevin Durant going to do? Well, when times get tough, we all know where this goes. Because he's 37, he will either retire a Houston Rocket or he will make his trip and leap to one more team because he doesn't like how things are going before the end of his career. He is not LeBron. He is not going to last that long. So, where will the Houston Rockets end up? Blasting off into obscurity once again.